This is a chimney. I want to buy it. But this isn't just any chimney. Oh no, it has history.
That's the biggest chimney that there is in Bolton. When I was 15 years old, I climbed up that for a 10-shilling wager.
Yes, that chimney was once climbed by the late and the great Fred Dibnah.
Wherever I'm climbing up, I treat it with the greatest of respect, because I know the damn thing will kill me if I don't. I never got the 10 bob, you know, but I got the 2 Union Jacks tied round the lightning conductors, and they blamed it on the Manchester University students, you see. Well, it weren't them, it were really me.
When I die and the name of rest, gonna go to the place that's the best.
Do you like that?
When I lay me down to die, going up to the Styrian sky.
I don't know, there's some feeling about this big chimney that is friendly, you know. I'm not scared of it at all.
So there we have it. That, it's not just any old chimney. No, it's a landmark. It's a piece of history. And that must be respected. We've got an issue. They want to do this to it. Oh no, 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 no. I know what you're thinking. It doesn't look that bad. And I agree. If it was in Dubai. Not everything has to be made modern, you know. And how are you even going to clean those windows? They must be stopped.
Great Britain, a society once draped in pride and purpose. A civilization that built for beauty. From the lampposts to the sewage works. But now, live, laugh, love. W.H. Smith's tribe. T.J. Jones. A new house, perhaps. Perhaps not. We must fight back. Bring back the beauty. Bring back the character. Down with the glass box.
Okay. So, here's how we're going to stop them. Couple options. Plan A. We give the estate agent 300k and buy the chimney. Problem solved. No glass box. No. I don't have any money. So, plan B. We convince someone else to buy it for us. So they can put up the 300k. An investor. But how exactly? One word. Potential. The chimney is currently being sold with plans to turn it into a glass box, in turn increasing its value. So, we're going to do the same. Times 100. It's not just a chimney for one family now. No, a chimney for 100 families. A place people will travel for. We're going to make a cafe, okay? Not just any cafe though. A beautiful one. One that respects tradition. That leaves the investors with no other option but to give us all the money. So, what do we need? We need a name, we need branding, we need plans, we need renders and mugs. Oh yeah, it's a Grade 2 listed building and it doesn't actually have planning permission yet. But where there's a will, there's almost certainly a way. Let's make a cafe then. Okay. Right then, let's get this show on the road, shall we? First things first. We need a name. So let's just start off by Googling it. Barrow Bridge chimney. 12 reviews. Alright, that's intriguing. Who's reviewed it? It's just a chimney. Glad that Fred Dibnah didn't knock it down. Too right. One of Fred Dibnah's last chimneys he worked on. Great local landmark. Well worth a visit. It sure will be. Hold on. Fantastic food and great option of beers. What's going on here? What else has he done? Pooh Weed Club. Absolutely fantastic. The staff are lovely and the smoke is bang on. I smoked a pre-roll, left the shop, and I ended up walking to Barrow Bridge chimney. Oh no, I ended up walking around the same roundabout 4 times, blazed off my head. Okay, well, after uncovering that our friend here had booked a reservation for a 200-year-old chimney, I decided it was time to do some proper research into its legitimate past. Halliwell Bleach Works. Now that sounds interesting. And it certainly was. I found a list of past employees that had worked there, and that's when I uncovered something slightly concerning. John Morris, age 77, 66 years employed, 6 weeks sick. Hang on a second. The guy was 11 years old when he started. Wait, what is this place? Thomas Duxbury was here for 50 years. He started at 9. Right, something's going on here. 9 years old when he started. That can't be right, surely. I only just started vaping at that age. At least we got a name now for it though. Child Labour Cafe. It's got a ring to it. Anyway, where were we? So, it's called the Halliwell Bleach Works. And that could be a potential name. Let's put it in the bank. Bleach Works. How about just bleach? That could work as well, actually. However, it is a cafe. Sounds slightly lethal. So back to the drawing board I went. This time I decided to do some proper research though. In the Facebook comments. Fred Dibnah and S. Warner. So that name is still on the chimney. Well, I never knew that either. Maybe we do something with these names. Fred and Warner. That sounds pretty classy. How about just Fred's? Fred's Cafe. That could work. I like that one. Well then, that was a little easier than I thought it would be. Sorted. I've just had a thought actually. When does the chimney even go up for sale? I've not even checked. Sale date. The sale for Barrow Bridge chimney is set to conclude on Wednesday, October 29th. Uh-oh. Yep, we were absolutely cooked. And just like that, we've been left with only 5 days now to get everything complete. I needed to come up with something, and fast. Okay, I've got a plan. I've just found the auction site, and it doesn't have any bids, which is positive. However, it does have one person watching, whoever that is. So there's two possible outcomes that could happen here. Outcome A, nobody bids on it, and that means we've got a lot more time to make it work. Or outcome B, someone does bid on it, and that means we have to find someone to outbid them before the clock's up. And that's in 5 days. So here's where the plan comes in. I've just spoken to my friend Wilson, and Wilson is a property developer and investor in Bolton. Yeah, I know. Why didn't I just think about this in the first place? Now, Wilson is very good at what he does. However, he's not really in the chimney game. But he might know somebody who is. And Wilson has agreed to let us pitch to him in 4 days' time before the auction is up, in hope that we can find an investor. Meaning, over the next 4 days now, we also have to put a presentation together to pitch to him. With our newly uncovered timeline in full swing, I had literally no time to waste. If I wanted to get everything done in time for the pitch, I needed to act fast. And after securing our name, I jumped straight into creating the brand. And by this point, the day was pretty much already over, and I can't lie, the doubt was already setting in. Okay, I've made some progress, and I made a few different logos. Well, I've made one logo, and I put it in different colours. But I went for this font which has this industrial, timeless sort of feel to it, and that's what I want. And now this is where it started to come together, it started to click. Here's a logo just with a bit of detail down here, drinks, pies, cakes. Who knows if that's what we're going to serve. Then we've got this right here, and I made this little sort of motif kind of thing. The spirit in the sky, just look up. I mean, it's pretty much nonsense, but it does kind of make sense as well. And I think that's enough. If it makes a little bit of sense, we'll do it. Here's a nice little example of a poster in a green. And then I created another logo with some stars because it's a chimney and there's stars in the sky. I mean, that's the sort of logic we're dealing with here. But visually, it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I like it. But it was one thing that I've not done. I wanted a little logo to go with it, a little mark, which is going to be a chimney. And I've had an idea. The idea was literally just to put the word cafe vertically inside a chimney. So, yeah, that's what I did. You're witnessing a genius at work here, truly. Nice and simple, instantly recognisable. This one's probably the best one, the middle one. How about a bit of a landscape one of them together? I think it looks pretty cool actually. It looks quite 50s, quite mid-century. Let's see what the chimney would look like here. Maybe with a little bit more work there, we could be onto something. But I tell you what, that's a cracking start. It's all coming together quite well. We've got a few more bits to finish off. We've got to do the plates, we've got to do the napkins, stuff like that. But overall, solid progress there. It's getting a little late now though, so I think it's time we clock off for today. Okay, 3 days to go. Right. I'll admit it, I've been doing some more stuff off camera. You caught me. So let me show you what we've got. So here's a receipt. I wanted to go back to old school like I said. So we've got a nice little illustration there. Fred's Cafe underneath. Just a standard receipt. Nice little catchphrase at the bottom.
Do you like that?
We've got the napkins. 4 different variations here. A nice one with the illustration on it. And then we've got this version here as well. And then we've got them in red. We've got the plates. It just works. And then you flip it over. And on the back you've got a nice little hallmark there. So what else have we got? We've got the mugs and we've got the coasters. We've got a white mug, we've got a red mug, and the red is definitely my favourite. And then we've got the matching coasters for it. And we've made the coaster hexagonal. The chimney itself is hexagonal. Always thinking. Hey, well then. I was in fact not always thinking. Because that was an octagon. And you'll soon come to realise that this innocent mistake would cost you dearly. I think it's hexagonal, is it? Is it 8 sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. And then we've got a few other signs which could be in the windows. Just standard little bits and bobs that are necessary. So that's how we're looking. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with it. So now the fun really starts. We're going to be making our own version of these. These are 3D renders. And instead of a glass box, we're going to be making it of Fred's Cafe. But in order to do that, we're going to need a 2-scale 3D model. On the computer, of course. But first, we need to measure it. Let's just try doing this then. Oh no. Right, this ain't going to work. Oh, floppy. Let's try a different angle. I don't have a different approach now. Right, these sides look different. It's not like I can even measure them either. Right, I've done it. What does it say? 139. We'll round it up, 140. 140 centimetres. There's an entrance right here. Whoa. Yeah, we're not going in there. Sack that. Right, well I've measured one side, it was 140 centimetres, times that by 8. We've got the diameter, perimeter, one of the two. However, I don't have a clue how thick the walls are. Mission failed? Success? I don't know, let's try and do the maths. I spent the literal next 1 hour and 45 minutes trying to work out the area of a hexagon with 140 centimetre sides, when in fact I needed an octagon with 140 inch sides. Not so clever now, are we? Just obviously wasn't centimetres, was it? I get my centimetres and inches mixed up sometimes. What can I say? So, the walls inside are about 60 centimetres thick, according to Google. Yeah, that doesn't look right, does it? Google said it's right. Does it matter if we're a few centimetres off? I don't reckon it does. I reckon we'll be fine. I think this is what architects do, don't they? They don't really measure it properly. They just guess. Otherwise they'll be here all day, wouldn't they? I think we got a chimney. We in fact did not have a chimney at all. But we did have something that resembled a chimney. With my Key Stage 2 maths firmly in the driving seat, I continued to work on it, blissfully unaware. So here's it from the side and the top. It looks like a chimney. Here's it in the middle. The inside of it is slightly concerning because it looks huge. Yep, it did look huge, and that's because it was. Somehow, and I can't really think how, I'd used the wrong measurements. Fancy that. Look at me go. What are you working on there, mate? Is it all going well? So upon closer inspection, it turns out I did it wrong again.
Does it matter for if you send me as well? The rest will be fine.
Someone's literally wrote a book on it. Details of upwards of 80 existing mill, engine house, brickworks, cement works and other chimneys in England, America and a new continent. That sounds pretty useful. There's one in Bolton. This is incredible. This is exactly what I need. Let's put it in ChatGPT. Yeah, my walls definitely aren't thick enough. 1.5 metres. I did 60 centimetres, so I think I'm off a little bit. Right, let's do it again. With the assistance of the world's greatest book, I finally cracked it. Only now, he was left a little short of space. So this is the actual space we're dealing with inside, which is much smaller. This is the size of a coffee machine in comparison, which is a slight issue. However, it does seem more realistic. It does look like the size of this one now. This can still work. At least we've got the measurements right. Let's get back to it. With that problem solved, it was about time we actually started to make it look like a cafe. And it was all going well. Until I realised I didn't have a clue how to use the software.
What's up guys, Justin here with the SketchUpEssentials.com.
And that's when I found Justin here. Justin does not break eye contact. And trust me, I've checked.
What's up guys?
He's so good at the software, he doesn't even look at the screen. He just stares directly into the camera. He absolutely loves it. He loves it so much, in fact, he's been uploading almost daily for 11 years straight. No break. He's a robot. Whew. It's been about 6 hours. I'm not even lying. Let me give you a tour. First thing, we've got a couple fake windows on there. We can't have windows. Not real ones anyway. They do look pretty cool as well. So then we make our way around this way. And here is the outside seating area. On the wall here is going to be some sort of artwork, like a mosaic, something like that. So I'm thinking, hand-painted sign up here, a little number on here maybe, opening times on the door there. And then the outside is completely finished. But it took me about 6 hours to do that, so it's bedtime. I'm cutting this fine, I really am. Well then, looks like someone didn't actually record anything on this day, or do anything at all in fact. I've been trying to figure out why, but I just can't. Maybe I just like making stuff harder for no reason. So yeah, that's 24 hours we're not getting back. Brilliant.
What's up guys?
It's not looking good, bruv. We've got a lot to do today. I've got to finish all the model. Yeah, I've got to do everything. Render it out, the lot. It's a busy day. Let's get this outside finished on the chimney. Firmly into the last 24 hours, it was safe to say I was panicking. We hadn't even got started on the inside yet, and I had a pitch to do. Exterior done. I mean, we're running out of time, so we've got to get on the inside and we've got to get it finished. Quick tour. This is the front. Take it all in. Nice little seating area here with a passive-aggressive sign. And over here we've got the mosaic and the Parisian, European dining chairs. This is how we're looking right now. It's looking friendly. It's looking inviting. It's looking like I need to go inside and get it finished. I'm going to have to lock in. Sorry. See you soon.
What's up guys?
It's 9:45 PM. Yep. In less than 12 hours, we'll be doing the pitch. And since we've last spoke, I've moved some stairs around and put a bar in. This is how we're looking currently. I changed the floor, I put some tiles in around the edge. We've got a bar in. This floor is going to be the seating area. And down here is just going to be the serving area, but I'm going to put a few chairs in and stuff, a few stools around the edge maybe, and then possibly third floor as well. It looks like I'm going to have to get over really early in the morning. Otherwise, we've got no hope of getting this done in time for the pitch. It's got to be done. Good morning. It's 5:10 right now. We've got a call at 9:30, which gives us 4 hours from now to get it finished and get the pitch done. Wish me luck. At this point, it was just straight torture, but at least everything was going smoothly. We've got an issue. A big issue. The website I've been relying on to get all of my models decided to stop working. Without it, I had literally zero chance of getting a chimney finished in time. Until it's back. In the greatest comeback of all time, it decided to start working again. This time, we had hope. Or maybe we didn't. Calls in 4 minutes. We've not done the upstairs, and I've not managed to do the renders in time. But we have done this pitch deck, which is something. I don't know how this call's going to go. I don't have a clue. We just need to get ready now. I need to look the part. Time had finally come. With all the work put into this pitch over the past 4 days, we had hope. We had opportunity. And it was our time to take it.
Like, should work at Mackey's, like.
Important meeting, isn't it, mate? I have to get dressed up for it.
It is, yeah. Am I looking at my camera ready or what?
Well, you're on camera, so you best be. Yeah, you're looking good.
Appreciate that.
Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. Fred's Cafe Bar, is that what you're calling it?
Yeah, that's the name.
Fred Dibnah.
You've got it. Let's get into it. Warning, the chimney is under attack. At the moment, it's up for auction at 300k minimum, just for the land and the chimney.
Please work out the auction fees as well, on top of this.
So that's what I need an investor for.
Right.
We was around 15 seconds into the call, and had already been asked a question that I was not prepared to answer. But surely, this was just a one-off, wasn't it? And it's a big issue. A huge issue. That is the proposal to put a single family dwelling halfway up a chimney.
And all the conditions discharged.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? It didn't take Wilson long to realise I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And he didn't hold back.
Do you know who owns it?
No.
Is the building listed?
Yeah.
Have you spoken to anyone from the council regarding that?
No. I wasn't just in over my head. I was very much drowning. I needed something to turn it around, and fast. Here comes in my proposal. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
A new life. We don't just want a single family living there when it's a landmark like this. We need it to be an asset to Bolton. Somewhere where everyone can come. Something to bring money in. Something people will travel for. And this where comes in Fred's Cafe Bar. Here we go.
Right. So is that at the bottom of the chimney?
This is at the bottom.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
HD quality pictures.
Yeah, it's got outside seating.
Yeah, it looks old school, but doesn't look like the one that you showed me first time round. That is for sure. Are you allowed to smoke inside? Because that's what it looks like you should be able to do.
I'll have to consult, but I am pushing for that, yeah. Here it is inside. We're going old school. Really old school. We're bringing back the heritage. Here's the counter. We've got Boddingtons on cask, and we got pies. We got meat pie, meat and potato pie, peppered steak, steak and blue cheese, pork and cheese.
Have you got anything here which talks about the numbers and things like that?
No, not really, but...
Nothing?
Wilson wanted numbers, but I forgot to add them in, because I didn't have any.
No numbers, no planning permission, you've got no disabled access, you've got half finished renders, you've got no development costs, you've got no gross development value, you've not contacted any construction company on any or a QS, quantity surveyor, there's no planning, and the auction finishes tomorrow. We've also got to register for the auction. I mean, the list goes on.
So what do you think of it?
Absolutely awful.
Oh, no. What did I expect? I didn't expect it to go slightly better though. We've well and truly been humbled there, haven't we? I genuinely thought it was going to be better. I was optimistic for some bizarre reason. But the only word to describe that is car crash. That might be 2 words, but it's a fitting description. And that means now, our only smidgen of hope, our speck, is if the auction falls through. Otherwise, this is all just done for nothing. The door is fully closed shut, and it's just been a waste of time, I guess. But if, and only if, nobody buys it, we still have hope. And would you look at that? It finishes right now. 30 seconds left. No bids. We have got that person watching though. If he swoops in right now, I tell you what, it's game over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The watcher didn't pull through and nobody bought the chimney, which means it's still on the market. And that means we've still got some hope. Before we even look at anything else, we need to get the model done and we need to get the merch done. So let's get it finished. Finished the model. We're missing 2 picture frames. One of the man himself, Fred Dibnah of course. And the final picture frame, it can't be forgotten, Jonathan Duxbury. The 9-year-old mill worker needs a place on the wall. Here we have it. Thomas Duxbury. It's definitely him. 9-year-old, employment final boss. So we've got Thomas Duxbury and we've got Fred Dibnah himself. The final touches are in. I think we've finished. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, welcome to Fred's. Now, it might seem like this is the end, but it's really not. It's just the beginning, in fact. And although Fred's is seemingly just an image on the screen, it's not been done in vain. Because the very act of bringing a mere idea into existence is the greatest reward of all. Everything in this world just started with an idea. So, what's stopping you from making it happen? Support the cause. Buy a t-shirt. Link in the description.
Do you like that?